The absolute greatest studio investment I've ever made. Next on Music Surgery with me, Dr. Bob. All right, no doctor's outfit this week. Kind of a different kind of tip, but nonetheless, probably the most important tip I could ever give. I want to be honest on this channel. I'm honest about all the mix stuff I do, production stuff or whatever, so I want to be honest about my life and give some good life advice. So please don't turn this off, and I'm not asking for money. How about that? So June 11 this year, I'm on my couch on the main floor of our home, answering emails on my phone, and I hear a bump upstairs. No big deal. I think the wind has blown over some porch furniture. 15 minutes later, I go upstairs to fix the porch furniture and find out that my porch has no roof. I also find out that my studio has no roof. And in the 15 minutes that I'd waited, rain had come in and rained on all my gear, my studio. My studio has no roof. And come to find out what happened is I live on Old Hickory Lake. A water funnel, a freak water funnel, had come off the lake, targeted my house, targeted my porch and studio roof, and blew it off. So what I did next was ran, and some neighbors helped me, got all my gear out. The next couple days, I dried the gear. Fortunately, I had enough backup gear, a backup computer, a backup monitor system that I really only lost one day of work. But it's a long process to get all this back and figure all this mess out, because I make a living doing this. Whether you're a hobbyist or making a living at music, you can't do it without your gear. So this is the absolute most important piece of studio equipment or investment that I've ever made. This is my State Farm policy. Now, I'm not selling State Farm insurance. I'm not selling any insurance. But in about 12 seconds, this freak water funnel off the lake did about $150,000 of damage. Now, I don't have $150,000 sitting around to play with and buy new gear and have a lot of fun with. But because I was paid up on my insurance, everything was smooth sailing. Most of my old gear and my old studio was destroyed, but I got new gear and upgrades, and it took a while to get it all back together, but I got all my gear at Sweetwater. They were phenomenal. So I'm back in business. I really only lost one day, but I'm here to say it's not the sexiest kind of money to spend. I know this. I'd rather spend it on, a new compressor or a guitar or taking my wife out to eat or a new plug-in or whatever. But trust me, just listen, slow down for a second, and know that if I hadn't been paying my premiums, I would be $150,000 out. That's house damage, studio damage, and gear damage. So if you're a hobbyist or you're a pro, this is super important to think about. Not the normal lesson or whatever this week, but absolutely, if you're not paying premiums for some type of insurance for your studio and gear, take a second to think about that, and take a second to look at your budget. What kind of things could you slide on to maybe make sure this was in place? Because, man, it happened to me. Freak Sunday, beautiful Sunday. It started raining, and next thing you know, I'm out of the studio. So thanks for bearing with me with this. Next week we'll be on our normal kind of studio tips and stuff like that. But I always want to be honest with you, and this is what happened to me, and thank God I had insurance. So please take a look at your business, take a look at your hobby, take a look at your music, and make sure you've got a way to keep doing what you love to do if something like this happens to you. Thanks as always for watching. Give me some comment love and a thumbs up below, and hit me at drbobmusicsurgery@gmail.com if you want to say hello or you want me to work on your music. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you the next time the doctor's in.